The only North America team that's gone pretty much winless in October for the last 4 seasons has done it again on Long Island. We'll break this one down. We will break down slow moving feet. No communication whatsoever right now. This is Teal Town After Dark. And with that, we say hello and good evening. It's October 21st, 2025. The Sharks lose on Long Island to the Islanders 4-3. And we welcome you to Teal Town After Dark, your live interactive Sharks postgame. We do this after every game. Why? Because it's teal therapy. At least we try to make it be. If you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world on the YouTube page or the app. Kudos to Felix on the Twitter threads and Blue Sky. You can find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod right now, you can hit us up live on the Superchat, or you can hit us up on Venmo at Teal Town USA. With that, guys, I say hello to Felix and Mr. Ian Reid. Evening, guys. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Happy birthday, Randy Hahn, our favorite hockey rapper, our money.
Happy birthday, Tom. Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way with your 6'7", apparently. I didn't even know that. But guys, this one's kudos to Celebrini getting the teaser goal, but when are we communicating and when are we going to move our feet, Ian? Like
never.
Yeah.
Never. Apparently never. This team sucks. I don't know. Like, what do you?
I know. It's like we could put on the last game we played against the Islanders and have it as a rerun. Felix, how are you? You were gifting this game.
Yeah. I mean, I will say there was plenty of action early on. You know, there were parts where the Sharks looked good, and then there were parts where the Sharks were, like, as you mentioned, they weren't communicating, they weren't moving their feet, they weren't doing the things that they should have been doing. So, yeah, that's kind of the story of tonight.
Yeah. Things got off to a decent start. Celebrini looked like he had a decent amount of chances. Granted, he looked like he was hobbling a little bit, but he played throughout the entire game. The Sharks would take a penalty early on, and about 8.5 minutes in, Colin Graff with the shorty. Ian, kudos to Graff and Delandria. They're still doing good things on the penalty kill, at least.
It's amazing what you can do when Barclay Goodrow's not shackled to your wing. No, look at. I mean, it was a good move, right? I thought Colin Graff had a really good game, actually. So I'm glad to see that he got the early goal, because I think he deserved it, and I think the play by Ty Delandria is really good. And like the Sharks were all over them.
Yeah.
Right, and then obviously, like, it doesn't hold up, which is really, really frustrating, because again, you get a shorthand goal, right? But then they still end up with the power play goal marker not too long after.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks because the Sharks had a bunch of momentum, and then obviously the glass breaks. And look, the glass was broken. You could clearly see it was spidering. Like, not safe. Can't keep it in. But it just sucked because it felt like the Sharks kind of, like, it let the wind out of their sails a little bit.
Yeah.
When that stoppage of play, right? Like, it was such a detriment to them. And again, there's no conspiracy here. There's nothing wrong, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. At this point, and this is not me making excuses, but, like, I wonder if this Sharks team just cannot get out of its own head right now. You know?
And yeah, I mean, you're having a tough time defending. You have a tough time, and I think it's both on what you guys just said, defending, and I think it was it Elliot Freeman who said it on 32 Thoughts? Like, you wonder if they win that game against Vegas, if this is a completely different season, and now that it's just happening over and over and over again. But nothing's changed. Nobody is really moving. And unless your name is Macklin Celebrini in the third period, I mean, but it's just frustrating. But get to that in a little bit later. The Sharks, after as Ian mentioned, Bo Horvat would tie the game up with less than a minute later on that same power play. Casey Zizekas would come back a minute 4 later to give it a 2-1 lead.
Okay, but let's talk about the goals here, because I think
Sure.
I think there's important, right? Because a lot of people are going to be really mad. Like, the only goal I really hang on Askarov is the third one. Like, this power play goal that they score,
Yeah.
Matt Barzal's coming in. He draws all the Sharks defenders to them. There's nobody, like Horvat sitting in the other faceoff circle all by himself. No one's anywhere close to taking him. And I get it. Like, Matt Barzal, quick dude, has a shot. Like, you have to respect the fact that he might shoot. But do all 4 people have to respect the fact that he might shoot?
Somebody's got to take an assignment, basically. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, like what was it? Was it the Carolina game where there were like 4 Sharks in the way, and the guy comes in, sneaks in, and scores out of nowhere? Communication, guys. I know this is the second season without Brett Hedican, but one of his big mantras was communication is free. Like, gang, come on. Yeah. You shouldn't. This would be way more helpful.
Like, I don't know what, like, I'm watching the clip here, and I don't know what Darren is doing.
Yeah.
Like, for such a big dude, right? Like, and he lets the, not only is it like a problem because he can't do anything, because he lets, I can't see who it is. But he lets the player get basically behind him, right? So even if Horvat doesn't get it, like, this guy just takes a step back, shoots, and there's nothing Desharnais can do about it. Like, all the Sharks are on the other side of where Horvat is. It's completely ridiculous.
Do you want to get the Letty quote real quick?
Sure thing. Yeah, let's get it. I guess they are already getting first off, yes, help the algorithm with a thumbs up. We appreciate all of you joining us in right now, so thank you for that. But the Letty quote, yep, here we go. From Nick Letty: "We took steps in the right direction. We'll go over what we need to fix, but we're making good strides." Ironic that he's using strides.
Amazing.
Because I thought I saw a lot of people with flat foot play, and that seems to be an organizational thing. And yes, this is game number 6, but gotta get going here, gang. I mean, I don't know what else you can really say. You gotta get going here. Give some hustle, give some direction, give some support for each other.
Yep. And then the next one, I don't know if you can get it, but also it was a tight game and both played well. Unfortunately, they capitalized more than we did. Yeah.
I love how, like, the guys who are like the biggest problem get to come out and talk about, like, process and, like, how we have to get better. And, like, I don't know. I mean, I know Nick Letty's played a million NHL games, but, like,
he isn't.
How is Nick Letty get to come out and talk to the media and tell everyone, like, what the team needs to do better?
Right.
It's
just crazy. A couple minor breakdowns. They made good plays. We'll clean up things tomorrow and get back to work. Well, that's what I thought you were doing after the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah, you
after
should
the
not
Utah
go back
game.
to work. You should go to the press box and never come out. But it won't happen. He's a vet.
And obviously we're frustrated, but you leave this in the past and move on to Thursday. Yeah, well, here's the thing.
You know what?
We love to leave this in the past. We can't. We haven't had a win in over 200 days. We haven't had a win in 17 opportunities.
Yeah,
I
but
would like.
you know what
Like,
though?
that's
Like
just
I
ridiculous.
love this talking point, but it's really fucking dumb.
It,
It's really dumb. This team, like that was last season. This is this season. I know everyone wants to put it together because it makes it sound like everything's so much worse. But like this isn't the same team that it was last year.
but would
The
you
blue
say
line's different, the goaltending's different. No,
sure?
but it's not the same. Like
No, no.
it's like going, oh well, in the playoffs, the Sharks have this thing where they never get it done in game 5. And it's like, well, what does that have to do with this team? Like just the jersey doesn't fucking retain all the stats. Like it's so stupid.
The only reason why I bring that up, Ian, is because it seems like the same things are happening with different players. And the only consistent thing are a handful of players and the coaching staff and the general manager.
Yeah,
And I'm not
sure.
and I'm not calling for anybody's head, but when things happen the same way over the course of a couple of seasons, and it's not just like here and there, little by little, it's almost every game.
Yeah.
And that's my point by bringing that up.
I know, but I just think it's just dumb. Like I just think it's a dumb stat. It's like, oh, 200. Yeah, it's been 200 days, but it's not the same team. And look at, and hey, they won in the preseason, so they have won. Just didn't win when that mattered.
It's like who's lying? Everything's they made up and the points don't matter, right?
Um,
I just think it's like, yeah, it sounds like, because it makes it sound worse than it is. I mean, it's bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to say this is good. I just think that we don't need to make it sound extra bad by including last year's baggage.
before we get to continue on with the quotes, like a tiger with a super chat.
Yeah. $2 Australian super chat. Warso hates the kid as much as Ian hates his. Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm
Okay.
still look at my wife confirmed on Twitter that if
no,
we need to sacrifice a child,
Oh my god,
we're gonna do it. Look at, you know what? I'm dedicated. I don't know what's wrong with Ryan Warsofsky. I'm dedicated
Oh
to getting
my
the win
God.
here.
all right.
All right. Let's continue. I'm looking
Yeah.
for from Colin Graff because Colin Graff had a good game. This is the worst thing ever. Okay. It sucks. I thought we played well, especially on the road as a group. We still battled, but came up short. Yes, there are little things, and don't sell yourself short, Colin Graff. Like Ian said, you had a good game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Colin Graff had a good game. Like a lot of guys had a good game. The
Yeah.
problem is that they need a timely save. And again, I don't really put a whole lot of this game on Askarov. I think he was fine. I think like the first goal again, Horvat's all by himself in the corner. There's no one defending him at all. And I understand it's a power play situation, but again, all the white jerseys are on one side of the ice, and Desharnais lets a guy get behind him, and then Horvat's also way over there. You look at the second goal. Now this one, again, like Sam Dickinson makes a kind of a bonehead play, but that's fine because again, that's how these guys are going to learn. I would rather Sam Dickinson make 100 stupid mistakes that he's going to learn from than fucking Nick Leddy getting all the rope, making all the mistakes. And look at Nick Leddy is what Nick Leddy is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I 100% agree. And like you want to develop these kids, and you want these kids to, not to use the phrase, but develop the right way, but like you want good habits from these kids, and that's not going to happen until like you have them learn repeatedly, like, this is what you should be doing. This is probably what you shouldn't be doing. So
Getting back to Colin Graff, it's a results-oriented business. There will be better days ahead, but we're not all happy, but we stick together and try to find a way to get one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and look at Nick, Dickinson completely handcuffs Askarov on that goal, right? And then, so that's not good. But I mean, again, but at the same time though, like the Sharks were rolling at this point.
Yeah.
Like this is where you need a save too. Like, so I'm not completely letting him off the hook. I think it wasn't like I think that Sam Dickinson really handcuffed him, but you kind of need a save too.
Yeah, I completely agree. On that, continue on. It's a mental battle. At times you think it's physical because of the hits and everything, but for me, it's mental. It sucks to lose, and that kind of goes back on the effect of how these come from ahead losses have occurred. But it's a frustrating one, to see it happening over again. So, yeah. So, let's get to the 3-2 goal for the Islanders. What did you guys think of the call? I thought it was okay.
What are we even discussing here? Askarov needs to have
Yeah,
that
no,
puck. There's no goaltender interference here. Like, I don't know how
No,
anyone can see goaltender
nope.
interference there.
Mhm.
There's none. Like,
Yeah,
Askarov just has to be harder on that puck.
Yep. I agree with that.
just staying sticking strong with it.
Mhm.
I guess they originally thought
Can't go
maybe
in.
he can't.
It's a
Maybe
bad goal.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Moving on. Nothing. I was just letting you go for a bit there, but
It's a bad goal. It can't go in. Like, and unfortunately, that really they never came, like, they were behind in the game the rest of the game.
So Misa, he says it sucks. Still trying to get still trying to find a first win. We try to fight back, and we will keep pushing. We need to be relentless. Overall, we played well, just not the outcome we wanted. And then some more stuff. Once we get that first win, we will get it rolling. And then on Schaefer, he just says he's a fun player to watch. So
Yeah, Schaefer's been great.
yeah, no, Schaefer, he's. I mean,
Like, for considering, especially when you consider, like,
Mhm.
that he missed like, he got injured in the World Juniors, missed the rest of the season, and he's walked into the NHL
Mhm.
as as an 18-year-old, like, and a young
Yeah,
young
it's
18-year-old too.
insane. Like he's
right.
really freaking good. More Misa quotes. Our power play was decent. We had a couple good looks. We just need to find the right chemistry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I mean, again, like, you can see, like, this is the thing you want to see, right? Like, you can see from that goal, like, just the IQ, the hockey
Oh
IQ of
yeah.
Michael Misa, and why he was taken second overall, and why I think, as good as Schaefer would have been, because obviously I think
Yeah.
they do need a little more strength on their blue line.
Yeah.
As good as Schaefer would have been, like, Michael Misa is a hell of a
Oh,
consolation
he
prize.
is. I'm really
Completely.
I'm really happy with that pick. Jerry F. Super chat $2. He says thanks TTUSA for being here for us to commiserate, and we appreciate you as always, Jerry F.
Yeah, appreciate you
Thanks,
being
everyone.
here, hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Speaking of Schaefer, he would get the 4-2 goal. I don't know. Defensive breakdown,
Yes,
awareness, whatnot. So, where?
all of
Yes.
the above.
All right, and good night.
No, but like I think the whole thing is like at some point something I feel like something's got to give her. Like I mean,
Well, it's just, again, like,
I don't even know what to say at this point. So I'm gonna just leave it to you.
I, I mean, it's just, again, you're not really seeing guys moving around, guys stretching out, and it's silly. It's every time, like, I don't understand why the Sharks just can't defend somebody going around their net.
Yeah. Like pick up a fucking assignment, boys. Come on.
No one, and that's it, right? Like, nobody grabs an
Yeah.
assignment. Like,
No,
it's just,
exactly.
guys aren't really moving. Again, guys aren't really moving. 22. That's Yorio, right?
Yeah, I already
Like,
know.
whatever. I don't know, man. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Islanders were clamping down, making the move, but the Sharks would get their.
What? So,
Wait, what?
are we watching
Oh,
the same player? No.
No,
I think
what?
you're
Because
on
he's
track.
not
We're not
scoring.
watching the same player.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I,
I'm not sure on that. I thought he made some nice checks. He's doing other things other than trying to do scoring, but I mean that's also his thing too. So
Eklund's
I
great.
don't see. I think
Yeah, no,
Eklund is fine. So
I
Sharks would get a power play in the third period, but later on after that, midway through the period, Celebrini would get this goal here, which was a nice wrist shot to
Yeah,
go up in 1-1.
Celebrini just scores pretty goals.
yeah, no,
He's
he's and
incapable of scoring anything other than pretty goals, and for it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
like we like here's the thing, like I just like obviously we've pointed out people who have had good games and who had a good game tonight, but I just like other people to step up for once and just like not have the stars and just like the people who are gonna stepping up. So yeah, that would just be nice.
So, 4-3 to final. Sharks can't finish it off, and 0-4-2. And now we're getting some comments from Warsaw.
Yep, go ahead.
The big
and
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Read it. No, go ahead and read it.
Oh, the big mistake was the fourth goal. The line changed. That's what's going on right now. One mistake costs us the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But why are we having issues with line changes? We had the too many men in Utah. There have been at least a couple off the top of my head that have led to defensive breakdowns that have led up to goals. You just can't have that.
Yeah. The line change before that. It's a good thing. I forgot to mention that, but it was a crappy line change that kind of leads to that whole scramble. So it's good. I'm glad that it was pointed out.
Yeah.
So 0-4-2 now. They get to take on the New York Rangers, who've only allowed or only scored one goal in Madison Square Garden. So the Nets got this made, guys. Right?
I mean, if you ever need to score goals, I can tell you a team that can.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble scoring goals at home, I've got the perfect team that might have a solution to that problem.
Oh my god.
All right. So quote number 2 or whatever. So I thought our lines were good. We had them in their zone a lot. Hold on. Did I miss a quote?
I thought this was our most complete game so far. I like our effort. When you look at the chances, those are wins more often than not.
Yeah,
I mean, they were really good, right? Like they came out really, really good.
Right.
And I think they did, they lost a little momentum when they had to change the glass. And I'm not trying to make excuses for them. It's just, if you watch the game, that's what happened.
Of course.
Right.
And then, and I thought they got back to it. Like it's fine. The problem is though, again, you let in a bad goal again, like not a great goal to let in. And you can't get back ahead. Like this team can't get into track meets with anybody.
Yeah, no, I completely agree because they just don't have the bodies for that, and just
As you mentioned, Felix, I thought all our lines were good. We had them in their zone a lot, and yeah, they came out guns a blazing. Where a long flight over, not accustomed to time zones. You can have excuses for not getting off to a good start. They got off to a good start, and let's just hope that they can use whatever they can.
Yeah. And then final Warsaw quote here. The morale on the bench was really good. You still never want to give up one late in the period. Yeah. We'll keep plugging away. I don't think we're far off. Well,
everyone wins eventually. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, we're almost to 10% of the season, but it's like, okay, 6 games in, that's like our extra preseason. I mean, to figure this out. AJ, thanks for the quotes, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it, AJ.
But it's, I mean, it shouldn't take 6 games, guys. It shouldn't take 6 games to figure out your game and to figure out where you should be. If one player moves this way, what can you do? Or communicate, because there were gaps where Schaefer can come in and score on you. It just I don't know.
But there's no defensive structure. And it's frustrating, right? Because again, like it's fine. Like you give me a bunch of games where we lose because Sam Dickinson makes a bonehead play that he learns from. Again, I'm all for that. I'm all for a guy like Luca Cagnoni coming in, getting pushed off the puck by a bigger player, and learning from it. The problem is the people, the guys that have been really sinking this defense are the veterans.
Yeah.
Mostly, right? Now, again, I will concede the second goal, that is 100% on Sam Dickinson.
Yeah.
But again, that's what you want to see. Like you want to see them getting these opportunities to do it without getting stapled to the bench forever after. And a lot of people are like, oh, Luca Cagnoni's going to probably come in next game. He probably does. Sam Dickinson probably sits because that's what this fucking coach does.
Yeah.
And with a set of back-to-backs coming up, maybe one comes in, the other one will sit.
Because we can't, we can't sit Nick Leddy, heaven for fucking bid.
Yeah.
The second, the second Klingberg's back, he'll be back in full time again. Like there's different rules for different guys.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
No, and that's the problem. There's different rules for different guys. So, and you see it all the time. You see, you'll see the kids get punished more often than the veterans do.
And definitely the younger players get called out a little bit more by this coaching staff. I mean, overall, besides that one goal that was kind of hung on Dickinson, I'll give him kudos for keeping the puck in the zone on the Misa.
That was a
Misa assist.
Yeah,
so I like how they are playing and kind of playing these things out.
Yeah.
You're not going to the playoffs. Here's your chance to play in the NHL, get the experience, learn from your mistakes, and then as you learn and develop it, you're going to be a lights out defenseman. And the same thing with Misa. I thought Misa's starting to definitely gain some more confidence in his game. That pass got dead.
He's so good. Like he's so good. Like I don't think that these are the guys that should be sitting. But of course, that's what happens. It's we got to get someone else back in the lineup, so we got to bring one of the kids out, and it's just like I don't know. I think that they've all been fine. Like
I completely agree. Like I don't know.
Net front presence. Good to see you in here. These unspoken rules that exist are what's hurting this team. Play the young guys and do not care what the washed up vets bitch and moan about.
I would rather watch 20 games where the Sharks lose because the kids made mistakes that they can learn from.
Yeah.
Rather than 20 games where the Sharks lose because Nick Leddy is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Or Klingberg.
Yeah, no
Klingberg or Orlov or take your pick.
Yeah.
Or Ferraro.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ferraro's not a kid anymore. Like he is not a kid anymore. Like he is very much. I very much put him in the category of shitty vets on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the box score. Like Reeves, 5 minutes. He was definitely out there a lot early on, and I think just because they got into a deficit on the scoreboard, that definitely changed.
This wasn't a game. This wasn't a very physical game.
No.
Like this game really what was Reeves supposed to bring in this game? It wasn't like it was a skating game. It was a puck possession game. That's not anything Reeves is going to do for you.
He's gonna, if anything, he's gonna get burned to hell, and
sure.
So,
but Misa with an assist, with a little bit under 13 minutes of ice time. I'm good. Glad he's getting a little bit better for ice time wise. Hopefully that'll pick up on Thursday against the Rangers, the Sharks' next game. They begin, as I said, a back-to-back with the Rangers on Thursday, Devils on Friday, and of course Sunday they'll finish it up in Minnesota. guys, I mean, what else is there to say? It's as we titled the pucknologist on Sunday. The struggle is teal, along with the future is teal.
I don't know, man. Like, it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
You need, like, you know what? Like, they need more.
mhm.
Like, I think, again, I don't think Askarov had a terrible game today, but, like, he's
Like,
got to be better.
yep. I
But
think
here's the problem. Like, everyone's like, oh, Askarov's not an NHL goalie. Well, guess what? I hate to break it to you, but there is nothing behind him.
yeah,
Like, all the eggs are in the Askarov basket.
yeah.
There's no fucking plan B. Don't talk to me about Ravensburgen. Ravensburgen isn't going to be here for 5 years.
Right.
Mhm.
So as much as everyone's super pissy about Askarov right now, there's no plan B. And if you think Nedeljkovic is better, give it time. He won't be. Like, yes, he's played good so far, but he has no history of being a good goalie, especially if he's forced to carry, a more significant load because they completely decide, like, oh no, Askarov's bad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And gosh, and a little bit of a trolling here, but is Martin Jones doing anything at the moment? Isn't Reimer available? Yeah, no.
No,
You,
we're
you
not.
got no. What to send Askarov down to the A? I think that's absolutely asinine. I think he's here to stay up here unless he gets injured in conditioning stint. But other than that, he's going to be up here.
Yeah, no, look at it. He's gonna have to figure it out, and I think he will.
Mhm.
Again, it's 3 fucking games, so I think people probably need to pump the brakes a little here. But I understand. Look, it's frustrating. Everyone's frustrated. I get it. But like, for all the people that are like, "Oh, get him out of here. It's over." Like, I would love to see the Sharks sell Askarov for pennies on the dollar, put him on a competent team that actually plays defense,
Right.
and then have those same people go, "Oh my God,
I
my
was
career!
just
What have you
thinking
done
that.
to us?"
I was just thinking that. It's just like, make
It'll
the
be
just
it'll
make the trade, and then suddenly it
Yeah,
goes
and for
in
pennies on the
quarterback
dollar.
rates. Yeah.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. No, indeed. So we'll see how it goes. I would expect Nedeljkovic to play against the Rangers on Thursday, Askarov on Friday. Don't get me started on Aiden Hill. Like seriously,
No, Hank. Askey signed his extension. He has a 2-year extension, which started this year. So he is this year, next year, and
on
then
a
they
good deal.
yeah.
So there's that. All right, I no, and Carey Price isn't coming back. He visited. He got his clear physical. Forget it.
no.
And Jordan Stiers, fans don't want defensive players. LOL. They just want to keep drafting centers. No. If the Sharks had won first overall, I'm wanting Matthew.
Oh, then they
Schaefer
would have taken Schaefer. Come on, like, let's
easily.
get
Yeah,
real.
Yeah. I mean, we can do so many centers or so many wingers.
Who are you taking that wasn't like? If you took any other defenseman instead of Michael Misa, you should be fired because it would be such a reach at 2. Going into this season, obviously, like, people are going to talk about Gavin McKenna. I don't know. Like, we'll see. Like, again, it's really early, right? But I mean, if Gavin McKenna goes off, and he's a wing, he's not a center, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just
Wrap it up.
Anthony Driver still available.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
No, David Ayers is not coming out of retirement. All right. With that, we will get out of here. In case you missed anything, where you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Audio version will be up shortly. We're at 37 likes. I see 122 of you in here. I expect at least 50 before we sign off on here. It really does help us out. Also, if you're watching us on the replay, please leave a comment down below. We love to read those and reply to you. I know Ian does it. I've done it on occasion as well, just to interact with your thoughts on this game and this team, who will head to MSG now to take on the Rangers. Should be fine, right? You're telling us there's a chance, right? Right?
I mean,
Maybe?
We'll see at this point.
Maybe? Okay. All right. Felix, your final thoughts?
Boy, At this point, like, uh, when I'm at a loss for words, then it's not great. But at least try to pick up an assignment, I guess, boys. Let's come on, like let's. And this is probably not ever gonna happen. But Warsaw, please play the right guys. Like, please, with the cherry on top. All right, go ahead, Ian.
Ian.
Look it, my children are up for grabs. We just need to win.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
I don't care. I am dedicated to this thing. They might not be dedicated to this. I am dedicated to this thing.
Oh God.
All I'm gonna say is, if you believe Ian, I'm not sure if I. Never mind. When you're done with this, go check out 2004 Red Sox Mastercard commercial, and yeah, I mean we're getting desperate here. Jules was talking with Shang on Twitter earlier and saying that we need to turn into Hocus Pocus for me, Ian, and Jules to maybe the spook or
You know what?
a spell get out of
Listen.
it.
Listen.
Oh, boy.
I'm trying to have fun, man. This sucks.
Jules, no. Jules doesn't get to jump on the bandwagon now. She was totally against the sacrificing of children. She said she didn't have any of her own. I told her to find someone else's kids. She said no to that. She doesn't get to jump on now and like be like, oh yeah, I'm totally about sacrificing the children to get a win. No, I'm sorry. YouTube's forever, man.
It's Hocus Pocus witches, not the kids.
Oh man. No
YouTube's
comment.
forever.
No
Look at YouTube's forever. You can go back and you can see she was not on board. She doesn't get to jump on board now.
And on that note, why do I feel like hide your kids, hide your wife? I don't know. All right, we're out of here. The Celebrini smashes his stick on it as he leaves the ice. So fall 0-4-2 despite outshooting Islanders 36-27. Yeah.
Yeah, Sorkin was really good tonight.
Yep. Sorokin
No
was
surprise. Yeah.
Yep. But Tyler saying, "Oh, blood sacrifice has
Oh
always
my
been on the table."
God.
Okay, let's not.
Jesus.
Okay, we're oh God. Can we win, please, before this just gets really bad? Before we're doing crazier and crazier things? Oh my God. All right. We'll be back with you Thursday, I hope. Following Sharks and Sharks and Rangers. That's a 4 p.m. start again, so be on the lookout for that. So for Ian, for Felix, I'm Erik. I'm not Landy, even though he spells his name the right way. Keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real, teal. Have a good night, everyone. Maybe Thursday.